Okay, mute che. Rashma, fine. So listen, the next topic is variable. We're not going to see what is a variable, how actually variable is going to hold the data, but we are going to see the types of variables here in Java. We have three types of variables: local variables, instance variables, and static variables. Okay, actually variable is a named storage location. We know whatever data we give it as input will be stored in some locations, and for those locations to access them we give them a name. That's why they are called as named storage locations. Okay, whatever data you are giving it as input to process, that will be stored in memory locations of main memory. To access them we are giving them names. Okay, we are naming them, that's why they are called as named storage locations. So next point is they're actually used to hold the data. So not all the time to hold the data, sometimes for counter variables also we use variables, loop counter variables, temporary variables. For such things also we use variables. Okay, so mainly it is for holding data. Fine. So here we have so many confusions from the previous class. That is, what are static members, what are variable members, how to access the static and variables members separately. These were the confusions, right? So these confusions can be cleared in this class if we listen what are instance and static variables and how to access them. Okay, so let's concentrate on the types of variables a class going to have. That is, first one is local variables, second one is instance variable, third one is static variable. Fine. So what is a local variable? I have written already to save the time. So here is the definition. A variable or a variables that are declared inside a block. Okay, variables that are declared inside a block are local variables. The block could be a method, a constructor, or a loop, right? Listen, variables that are declared inside a block are called as local variables. Usually, if I ask you what is a local variable, all the students answer that variables that are declared inside main method. Why only main method? We have so many blocks in the program, right? Other than main method, we are going to have many functions. Okay, in your academic programs, in your notes, you might have used only main function, but in a program we can have any number of functions. So the variables which are declared inside a function or inside a constructor or inside a block could be a loop or anything, right? If block is also a block, here we will have instance and static block also. Okay, so the definition wise, it is a variable. I mean, local variable is a variable declared inside a block. So let me show you. Here is a program. We have a class vdemo. Here in this vdemo, I have two functions, display and main method. Okay, function name is display and it is a main, next one is main method. So here I have declared a, int a. This is the declaration syntax, right? You all know from C language. This a has been declared inside display method. Okay, so what did I tell you? A variable that is declared inside a block. So this is a block, right? Display function is a block and main function is a block. We have two functions in this vdemo class. So the variable which is declared inside a class is a local variable. Therefore this a is a local to display function, and here z is declared inside main method. Therefore this is local to main method. Is that clear? Sir, you said block, then you will get doubt. VDemo is also a block, right? Class VDemo is also block. So block in the sense, do not consider the class. You consider whether either a method or a constructor, or sometimes loop and if statements also. So mainly other than class, if anything is declared inside any block, I mean variable declared inside any block, that is local variable. Okay. So I cannot declare here a local variable. It will be an instance variable that we'll discuss in the next few minutes. So mainly I want to convey that if a variable declared inside a function or a constructor or a block, it could be instance block, static block, loop, or if block, then the variable is said to be local to that block. Fine. Next point is, where can we access that local variable? So here it is saying that they can be used within the block only and nowhere else. Okay, that means Here A can be used inside display function only and Z can be used inside main method only because local variables cannot be accessed outside the block. Okay, remember that local variables cannot be accessed outside the block. Within the block only you can access them. If I try to access A here, it will show me error. Okay, because A is nowhere declared here. A is not a local variable to main function. A is a local variable to display method. Listen, method, you need to call method in Java, okay? Function, method, both are same. So here I cannot, in display I cannot use Z, and in main I cannot use A because Z could be used inside main only, A can be used inside display only. Next point, what is the default assignment? Default assignment in the sense, listen, if I try to print display here, suppose if I did not assign any value to Z here, okay, I have declared just Z, then if I try to display Z value here, it should give me the default assignment. Default assignment in the sense, if we assign any value, that will be assigned. If we do not assign any value, some default value would be assigned to it. Okay, but here for the local variables, there is no default assignment. That means if you try to access the local variable without assigning, sorry. If I let me repeat, if you try to access the local variable without initializing any value, then it will show you error because there is no default assignment for local variables. Okay, అర్థమైందా వినీత? నేను చెప్పలేదు ఈ పాయింట్. హలో, okay, fine. So there is no local assignment, default assignment for local variables. Let us save this and compile. Let me show you the error. Pushmita రాలేదా?
సార్ నేను ఉన్నాను సార్.
Okay, fine. Java C, what is the name? vdemo.java. So here I am trying to compile. It will show me error. You can zoom your screen, it will be visible. So it takes time to compile. You just open, right? Okay, see here. It is saying Z might not have been initialized. That is what the error. That is, you have declared Z, that is right, but you haven't initialized it. Without initializing, and you are trying to do some operation, either printing or any expression. If you're trying to access Z value, if you try to perform any operation on Z value without initializing, it will show you this error. Okay, Z might not have been initialized. Z here is a local variable, so this is the meaning of that point. Default assignment for local variables is nothing. You need to assign it. Okay, fine. So let me assign some value. Let us say 100. Now save it. Now compile again. So now the compilation is successful, right? Okay. So this is the thing with local variables. Local variables are the variables which are declared inside a block, and they can be used within that block only, not outside the block. Okay, and there is no default assignment to that variables. And when is the memory is allocated to these local variables? When the block is called. Simply say when the function is called, when the method is called. Okay, whether the method or the constructor, when it is called, then the control enters into the body, then only the memory is allocated. If it is declared inside a loop, then when the control enters into the loop only, the memory allocation is done for that variable. And the memory deallocation is done when the control comes out of the method body, comes out of the loop body, comes out of the constructor body. Okay, this is with local variables. Now let's move to the next variable, that is instance variables. Instance variables are also called as non-static variables, and we know why. We have seen in previous class also. So come to the definition. The variables declared inside a class. Listen, the variables declared inside a class. So here, if I declare, this is the class body, right? From line 2 to line 13, the whole thing is the class body. So what is the definition? The variables declared inside a class but outside to any block. This is important. So instance variables are the variables that are declared inside a class but outside to any block. And what is the block? Block could be either constructor or method or anything. So here, if I declare inside the class but outside to these two methods, then it will be an instance variable. So let me declare some m. Okay, so now this is an instance variable. Okay, so this is declared inside the class but outside to the methods, outside to the blocks, right? This is simply outside inside the class. See here, I have deleted the methods. You can see here, this there is only just vdemo class, and we have a variable declared here. So this is an instance variable. It is declared outside the blocks, but inside the class. Fine. Next, what is the scope? That means where can I use these instance variables? Instance variables can be accessed within the instance methods only. Okay, you know that yesterday we have seen, right? So these variables, this variable can be accessed within the instance method only. That means here in my class, I have three members. One is instance variable m, second is instance method display, third is static method main. So among these two methods, I can access m inside display only because m is instance variable and display is instance method. Okay, so what is the point saying? Here the scope, they can be accessed within the instance method only, right? If I try to access m inside main method, it will show me error saying non-static member cannot be accessed in static context. ఓకేనా? సో ఇక్కడ సింపుల్ గుర్తుపెట్టేసుకోవచ్చు. ఎమ్ ఇన్స్టెన్స్ అయితే నువ్వు ఇన్స్టెన్స్ మెథడ్లోనే వాడాలి. ఇన్స్టెన్స్ వేరియబుల్స్ క్యాన్ బి యూజ్డ్ ఇన్సైడ్ ఇన్స్టెన్స్ మెథడ్స్ ఓన్లీ. వై? ఎందుకు అంటే డయాగ్రమాటికల్గా చూపించాను. ఓకే, వీ షల్ సీ డ్యూరింగ్ ద ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్. వెన్ ఐ గివ్ యూ మల్టిపుల్ క్లాస్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్, I'll show you what's actually happening in the memory. Why only they are used in instance method? Why not in static method? You already know, right? We have discussed in the previous sessions, I guess, right? Next. What is the default assignment? Default assignment is 0 here. Okay. For local variables, there is no default assignment. But for instance variables, okay, listen. Here A is local, right? If I try to display, if I try to perform some operation, let us say printing operation on A, it will show me error. Okay. We already seen that. If I try to display m here, okay, m can be used or not? Yes, m can be used inside display function because m is instance and display is instance. Therefore m can be happily used inside display method. And now the question is, can I directly display it? There is no assignment for m, but still can I use or not? Yes, as per this point it can be used, and the output will be, guess what? What will be the output? Unmute చేసి చెప్పండి, నేను చార్ట్ చూసే బ్యాక్కి వెళ్ళే
Zero.
టైం. ఎస్, జీరో ప్రింట్ అవుద్ది. Okay, because we haven't assigned any value, then the default assignment will be 0 for the instance variables. Therefore, it will display as 0. Okay, and one point to be noted, if it is integer only, it is 0. What about if it is float or long or double or character? Okay, the default assignment for float will be 0.0f. The default assignment for double will be 0.0. The default assignment for character will be some space. Okay, and the default assignment for object will be null. Okay, we shall see in the examples in the coming classes. But for now, let us see only for integer. Okay, right? Fine. And how to access these instance variables somewhere? They can be accessed directly in the instance methods, but if you want to access them in static method, you need to call an object, right? Okay, let me repeat. If it is, if you are trying to access instance variables inside instance methods of that class, let me clear, of that class, okay, of the same class. Here we are not having other class. If we try to include two or more classes, then the scenario is different. Here for this example, in this example, I have only one class. So I'm saying if you try to access the instance member of the same class in the same class function, then you can access directly. Okay, what about if I try to access it in the static method of the same class? It is not possible. Therefore, you need to create object. That is the meaning of this line. Okay, I have no time to write completely. Like what? If it is same class, you can directly access in the instance method. If it is same class but static method, you need to create object. Okay, if it is instance method of other class, then again you need to create object. Okay, we shall see in the coming examples now itself. No worries. Next point. Okay, that's it with instance variable. Let me repeat. The variables declared inside a class but outside to any block are instance variables. And where can they be accessed? They can be accessed inside instance methods only. Okay, if it is the same class. Then what is the default assignment? Default assignment for instance variables are 0. If it is double, it is 0, 0.0 based on the data type. Okay, and how to access them? If it is the same class, you can access directly. If it is other class, you need to create objects, right? Fine. So I need to write outside the class here. Okay, if they do not belong to same class. Fine. So next move to static variables. So here you have seen, right, instance variables are also called as non-static variables. Next, static variables bracket lo class variables and rasan. That means static variables and static members are also called as class members. Fine. And what is the definition of static variables? Same as instance variable. See, the variables declared inside a class. This is same with instance variable, right? But outside to any block. This is also same. Up to here, the definition is same. The variables declared inside a class, but outside to any block. But continuity is with static keyword. The only condition is they must be declared with static keyword. Okay, the variables declared inside a class but outside to any block but with static keyword. So here if I have a variable int n, this will be instance variable, but I declare it with the keyword static, then it will be static variable, right? This is the definition, right? So this variable is declared inside this class but outside to the blocks, but with the keyword static. Therefore, this is static variable. Fine. And what is the scope of static variables? They can be used both in static and instance methods. Okay, can anyone tell me why they can be used both in static and instance methods? Instance methods are used inside instance variables are used inside instance methods only, but static variables can be used inside instance and static methods. How it is possible?
మెయిన్
అవి
మెథడ్ లో
డిక్లేర్
ఆల్రెడీ
చేయగానే మెయిన్లో
లోడెడ్ కదా.
Yes, static members are loaded initially. As soon as the class name appears, the static members are loaded to the memory. Therefore, they are available to static methods as well as instance methods. But static variables will be loaded only at the time of object creation. So, instance mem see what did I say? Let me repeat. Static variables, the static members will be loaded before itself. That is, whenever the class name appears, the static members will be loaded. So they can be available in static members and instance members. Okay, instance method and static methods. But what about the instance variables? They are loaded only after the object creation. So they can be available inside the instance methods only. Okay, all the instance members will be loaded at the time of object creation. So there is no chance for them to be available for static methods which are already loaded. I shall explain it again with a diagram. So don't worry. So for now, 2 points. The variable declared inside a class, but outside to any blocks, but with static keyword are static variables. Next, they can be used inside this instance method and static method. So can I display n here? Yes, it is valid because n is static variable and displays instance method. Can I display n here? Yes, it is also possible because n is static and main is also static of the same class, right? And what will be the default assignment for static variable? Same as instance variable, 0. If it is int, it is 0. If it is double, it is 0.0 based on the data type. Okay. So clear kada ikkada daaka? Same as ikkada, no change. Same as instance variable, but only change is it must be declared with static keyword and it can be accessed in static and instance method also. Default assignment is same as instance variables. Next, how to access them? We shall see in the example, but I have written something can be accessed with the class name and object name or directly if it is belong to the same class. Listen, నిన్న రిపీట్ అయిన క్లాస్ కాబట్టి నేను ఫాస్ట్గా వెళ్తున్నా, కొంచెం క్యాచ్ చేయండి. నిన్న అబ్సెంట్ అయిన వాళ్ళు టైం వేస్ట్ అని ఫాస్ట్గా వెళ్తున్నా, నేను రికార్డ్ కూడా చేయాల. సో ద పాయింట్ ఈస్, if it is belonging to the same class, here n belongs to vdemo and the static method main belongs to vdemo. Therefore, you can access them directly. Display belongs to vdemo. Fine. What if I'm trying to access in other class? Okay, if you try to access a static variable in other class, then you can access them using either with the class name or with the object name. అర్థమైందా ఈ పాయింట్? ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ ట్రయింగ్ టు యాక్సెస్ ఎ స్టాటిక్ వేరియబుల్ విత్ ఇన్ ద క్లాస్, యూ కెన్ యాక్సెస్ ఇస్ డైరెక్ట్లీ either in instance method or in static method directly without mentioning the object name or class name. Okay, but if you are trying to access in other classes, then you need to use either class name or object name. Okay na? So ఇది నేను వర్క్ అయిన క్లాస్. క్లియరా అందరికీ? Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So now let's move to the examples. Now, can anyone tell me what will be the output of this program? Kushmita, nu cheppu. Output of this program. Unmute చేసి చెప్పు, లేదా చాట్ చేయి ఒకవేళ ఇయర్ ఫోన్స్ లేకపోతే.
Sir,
మ్మ్.
100
నీ పేరు కుష్మిత
class.
మరి? Okay, so look at this program. Here we have one class, vdemo. In that class, I have 3 members, not 3, 4 members. One is n, second is m, third is display, 4 is main method. So among these 4 members, 2 are static, right? N and main method. 2 are instance, m and display. So whatever you have here, you need not to bother. If I ask you the output, you just start from the main method. Okay, because the program execution begins with main only and ends with main only. Okay, so here when we give Java the class name, so first let me save. So I will show you diagrammatically. So let me compile. Okay, the compilation is successful. So let's see what is going to happen. When I give the command java vdemo, Java the class name vdemo, what is going to happen? So let me open paint. We have no board, right? So ignore me my drawing skills. Pavitra వచ్చింది, తనుజ వచ్చిందా, నవ్య?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
fine. So assume this is some memory area. Here, when we give java vdemo, the command java vdemo, okay, all the static members of this vdemo will be loaded, right? All the static members of this vdemo will be loaded to RAM. First, it will create a memory area for vdemo. Okay, because our program will contain many classes. Not only one class, we can have many classes, right? For each class, it will create a separate memory. So here we have present, we have only one class, therefore it has created memory for vdemo. When I just call the method vdemo, Java vdemo, the JVM will look at the class name and it will create a memory for vdemo. Now, what is going to happen? All the static members will be loaded into vdemo. Okay, this is vdemo, sorry. Shit. Okay, let me erase it. Mm, now let me write again v demo. Okay, so now what is going to happen means all the static members will be loaded into this memory area. And what are the static members here? Only two. One is n, the variable n, other is the method main. So let me load them. Okay, so here main method will be loaded. Let me show it with another color. Okay, this is, let us say, main memory area. I mean, the method main memory. Actually, this is a function, right? But anyhow, I am showing it with a square symbol. You just follow. Next, the variable n will be loaded here in the class area itself. N equals to how much? Did I assign n? No. So n will have default value 0. Okay, is that clear? So now what is going to happen means the program execution will start from here. We all know the program execution begins with main. So here the control is present right now. It will start executing line by line. Int z equals to 0. What is z here? It is a local variable. So now the memory will be allocated for this local variable, right? So now z will be allocated memory. Okay, change the color. Z equals to, I gave 100, right? Fine. And what is the next line? It is a printing statement. System.out.println of z. Now the JVM will look for z. Yes, there is z, right? Therefore, it will show you output z. Fine. There is no mistake in this line. Next, I am trying to access system.out.println of n. Now JVM will look for n. In the class area, where is n? Yes, it is available here. If it is not in the function body, it will look for the class area. So n is also present here and it will display n equals 0. Therefore, the answer will be z equals to 100. I mean, just 100 and n. I did not give z equals to or n equals to, right? Just 100 and n. Let's run. Java. The class name is vdemo. So look here. It is showing 100 and 0. That's it. Right? This is happened with this program. Now I want to access m. Can I access m here? Okay, if I want to access, what I need to do? Tell me fast. Unmute just వెంటనే answer చెప్పాలి.
Create an object, sir.
Subhash. Okay, so if you want to access m or display the instance members, you need to create object because still they are not loaded, right? In the class area, we have only main method and n, the static members. The instance members are not yet loaded. And what is the procedure to load the instance members? You need to create an object. Okay, so let us create an object now here. And what is the syntax? The class name, some object name, new keyword, call to the constructor. That's it. So now an object is created. Now at this line, what is going to happen? An object will be created. Okay, so now let us say this is an object. And the name of this object is V. Fine. Okay, fine. And when object is created, what is going to happen? The instance members of that class will be loaded. And what are the instance members here? M and display. So let us load them. M and display. M equals to 0 because it is an instance member, right? If we do not assign any value, it will going to take the default value 0. And the method display. ఈ రెండు లోడ్ అయిపోయాయి. Fine. Now, how to display M here? Is it possible I want to display M? What is the statement? System dot. Tell me. Unmute చేసి చెప్పండి బాబు.
System.out.print
println M
v.m.
ఎస్ m డైరెక్ట్ గా ఇవ్వలేం.
V dot M, sir.
ఒకవేళ ఇలా ఇస్తే వాట్ ఈస్ ద mistake in this line? You cannot access m directly. Yes, you have created an object, but in which area it is actually loaded? In the v area it is loaded. Of course they all belong to same class, but m is available in v, inside v. Therefore you have to call a display method, or you have to access m on v only. సార్ యూ హ్యావ్ యాక్సెస్డ్ ఎన్ డైరెక్ట్లీనా, మరి ఎందుకు సార్ ఎంకి పార్షియాలిటీ అంటే? ఎన్ చూడండి సార్, ఇక్కడ ఎన్ ఇక్కడ క్లాస్ ఏరియాలో ఉంది డైరెక్ట్గా, బట్ ఎన్ ఎక్కడ ఉన్నది? వి లోపల ఉన్నది. దేర్ ఫోర్ వి డాట్ ఎం, బికాస్ ద ఇన్స్టెన్స్ మెంబర్స్ ఆర్ స్పెసిఫిక్ టు ద ఆబ్జెక్ట్. వీ విల్ హ్యావ్ మెనీ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్, రైట్? యూ నీడ్ టు మెన్షన్ ద ఆబ్జెక్ట్ నేమ్, because m is going to be available in many objects. చెప్పాను కదా, స్టూడెంట్ రికార్డ్ 1, రికార్డ్ 2, రికార్డ్ 3 అలాగా. If you want to access name, student dot name only, I mean s1 dot name, s2 dot name, you have to mention it with the object name, right? Clear ekkada daaka? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So v dot m. So let me save, let me compile, and let me execute, and the output is 0 0. Okay, so now let us assign some values to it. Akarlele saripoddi. Next, now I want to call display method. So how to call display method? What is the function call syntax? Just function name followed by the arguments, right? So this is function call, but is it valid or not here? Can I call display function like this?
Invalid, sir.
Invalid, yes, because you can call display function, but display function is inside v. Therefore again you need to access it with v only, the object name. V dot display is valid. Okay, fine. So now when the function is called, what is going to happen? The control will go into the function body. We all know, we have seen functions classes, right? So when function v dot display, the function, let me call method. Okay, when the method is called, the control will go into the method body. And now here what is going to happen? A new local variable is going to be created. So now when the control is entered into the method body, then only it will create memory for a. Okay na? So a equals to, did I assign anything? No, so it will definitely give me error if I access to print it. So let me assign, let us say 5. Okay, 5. Isn't ఇక్కడ ఒక పాయింట్ నేను ఆపేస్తున్నా, ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ లేటర్. యాక్చువల్లీ ఫంక్షన్స్ ఆర్ నాట్ లోడెడ్ ఇనిషియల్లీ, ఓన్లీ ద సిగ్నేచర్స్ ఆర్ లోడెడ్. ఈ పాయింట్ మీకు ఇప్పుడు అర్థం కాదు, నేను తర్వాత చెప్తా, బట్ జస్ట్ వీడియో సేక్ నేను చెప్తున్నా. యాక్చువల్లీ ద method signatures are loaded. When the method is called, then the actual body will be loaded. Okay, fine. So here a equals to 5. Now next line there is printing statement m, and can we access m here? Yes, m is an instance variable. It is available inside the v only. Okay, and display belongs to the same object v. Therefore m can be accessed inside display. లేదంటే ఇదంతా కష్టం గుర్తుందంటే ఈ పాయింట్స్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. ఈజీ, రైట్? Instance variables can be accessed inside instance methods. This is easy. So here happily you can say yes, m is instance variable and it can be used inside instance method, right? Fine. And what about n? N is a static variable of the same class. N is already available here, right? Yes, n is already available, and the static members can be accessed in all the objects. Static members can be accessed by all the objects. They are common to each object of the class. ఇది మనం మొన్న చూసాం when I discussed about instance and static members in the previous class only. We have seen that. If you have doubts, you can refer, you can watch it again. So what is going to be the output? Now tell me. Put up Shreya. Output chepu.
100 0.
100 0. Okay. Next.
M kada. 0.
0.
Next V display kada sir 5 0 0.
So ఇది display the first 100. Next n.
That is 0.
n will be 0. Next, printing statement here, v dot m is again 0. Display call అయింది. సో ఇక్కడికి వెళ్తుంది m, 5 will be printed, and then n again, that will be 0. So 100 0 0 5 0, right? Let me save, let me compile. Oh my god, so many outputs. ఎందుకు ఈ 100లు 0లు ఇస్తాం కదా, let us delete them. ప్రోగ్రామ్ మధ్యలో మనం ఏం రాయకూడదు ఎక్స్ట్రా. ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు రైట్, యూ నీడ్ టు మెన్షన్ ఇట్ ఇన్ comments. Okay, fine. We'll save. Then how to compile, how to execute, I have made the first video. In my first video, I guess I have explained. You can go through it. So this is what we got. ఏదో మిస్టేక్ వచ్చింది. Where is 5 here? Okay, I did not print a, right? Fine, sorry. So let me display a also between m and n. So now I'll get the output a, that is 5. చేంజెస్ చేస్తే మళ్ళీ కంపైల్ చేయాలి. ఓకే, సో 100 0 0 5 0. ఈ స్క్రీన్ నేను జూమ్ చేయలేను, యూ హ్యావ్ టు వాచ్ కేర్ఫుల్లీ. క్లియరా? హలో
సార్
ఎస్,
ఎస్ సార్.
అక్కడ 5 ఎలా వచ్చింది
సరదాగా వచ్చింది, సరదాగా.
చెప్పండి.
ఇదిగో ఇక్కడ ఏ వచ్చింది కదా, సిస్టమ్ డాట్ అవుట్ డాట్ ప్రింట్ ఏ పెట్టాను కదా, ముందు లేదు, ఇప్పుడు పెట్టి ఇప్పుడు యాడ్ చేసా. A5 లోకల్ వేరియబుల్ ఏ.
మెయిన్ లోపల లేదు కదా ఏ.
మెయిన్లో లేదు, బట్ ఐ కాల్ డిస్ప్లే ఫంక్షన్, రైట్? లిజన్, నువ్వు కేక్ తింటూ సగం సగం క్లాస్ వెనకు మొత్తం కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ పెట్టు. సో ఇక్కడ డిస్ప్లే ఫంక్షన్ కాల్ చేస్తాం కదా, ఐ కాల్ డిస్ప్లే ఫంక్షన్, ద కంట్రోల్ విల్ మూవ్ ఇన్ టు ద డిస్ప్లే ఫంక్షన్ and a is been assigned 5. Now we have printed m, that is 0. I printed a, that is 5. I printed n, that is 0 again here. Clear, Jashma?
అర్థం కాలేదు సార్.
సరే, నేను తర్వాత చెప్తాను, లేదా వీడియో మళ్ళీ చూడు. మిగతా వాళ్ళకి ఏమైనా అర్థమైందా? మిగతా వాళ్ళకి యాక్చువల్లీ క్లియర్ కాన్సెప్ట్, అది కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఏం లేదు. నువ్వు వినలా సరిగ్గా?
నేను విన్నాను సార్, మెయిన్ లో ఏ లేదు కదా, 5 ఎలా వచ్చింది అని అడుగుతున్నా నేను.
లిజన్, మెయిన్లో ఏ లేదు, రైటే, కానీ నేను ఏ డిస్ప్లే చేసేది కూడా మెయిన్లో కాదు కదా. ఎక్కడ డిస్ప్లే చేస్తున్నా? ఇన్ ద డిస్ప్లే మెథడ్ ఐఎమ్ ట్రయింగ్ టు ప్రింట్ ఏ, అండ్ ఏ is initialized in the display function. Okay, fine. Okay, let us move to the next example, that is I'm going to add another class. So this example is all about within the same class, one single class, and all are the same class members. Now let us add one more class, that is class ABC. Okay, class ABC. Now here let me add one static method and one instance method. Let us say some void add. This will be an instance method, and let us say some subtraction. Let us define it as static. Okay, let us define some variables also. Int అవసరమా? చేద్దాంలే. int a equals to 10, b equals to 20. So let me declare a local variable c and access a plus b, and again a local variable c inside subtract method, and let me add a plus b. Okay, and I want to display the result also. Listen, can I use c twice? Can I use c twice here? The same class? Yes or no? Start
Yes, sir.
Why no, Pavitra? Listen, local variables here, they are local variables. C belongs to subtract method, C belongs to add method, so they both are different. Here this C has no relation with this C. I told you, right? The local variables cannot be accessed outside the method. Okay, ikkade numbers padaledu, nums lock off lo undi. Okay, I told you local variables cannot be accessed outside the block. So here C cannot be accessed outside add method, and this C cannot be accessed outside subtract method. Therefore, you can happily give C again, here and again. If I try to declare one more C, then it is wrong. A variable cannot be declared twice within the same block, but in different blocks it is allowed. Okay, now fine. So I have added a class ABC where I have two instance variables, semicolon, and two methods, out of which one is static, one is instance. Fine. Now let us remove all this shit. Okay. Now let us access only these members. Now tell me, if I want to call add method, what I need to do? Not first let us
ABC dot
call. Okay, అసలు యాక్చువల్లీ ఇక్కడ ఒక ఎర్రర్ ఉంది. ఈ లైన్ వర్కౌట్ అవుద్దా? Can I use A plus B? Can I use A and B here? A and B are instance, right?
no sir.
A and B are instance. And subtract method is static. So ఇది invalid కదా?
No sir.
No, right? I mean valid or
Invalid.
invalid?
Invalid.
Yeah, invalid.
Invalid.
So this is wrong. So మామూలుగా ఒక 100 plus 200 ఇద్దాం. Okay. And what is v dot m here? Copy చేస్తానా? Okay. So this is our correct program. I have class ABC. Fine. Add subtract. Fine. Okay. Everything is clear now. So now tell me, if I want to call subtract method, I want to run subtract method. And where am I? I'm in inside main. So now what I need to do? I'm inside
ABC
main.
dot sub.
Okay, wait. Let me repeat the question. I am inside main of vdemo class, right? But I want to access the subtract method from ABC class, other class. So now tell me, ఏంటి line?
ABC dot sub sir. ABC dot subtract function.
ఎవరు ఆన్సర్ చేస్తున్నారు?
Kushmita
Right
sir.
answer, ఇద్దరు చెప్పారు. Fine. Here the thing is you need to create object కాదు, static members కదా. Listen, అర్థం కానాలి వినండి. Here I am trying to call subtract method of ABC class. If it is an instance method, you need to create object, but it is an instance or static method, right? Static methods can be directly accessed. You need not to call object. Okay. So as per the point, if I try to call subtract method, it will give me error, because look at this diagram. There is no subtract method yet loaded, right? Only vdemo members were loaded previously. But where is the memory for ABC class? ABC class అనేది ఎక్కడైనా అపియర్ అయిందా? హియర్ ఎక్కడ అవ్వలేదు. అందుకని memory for ABC class has not yet been created. Okay, so I want to create memory. అదంతా వదిలేయండి. I want to simply access subtract method of ABC class. Then you need to see whether subtract method is an instance method or static method. It is a static method. Therefore, directly with the class name you can access it, abc.subtract. This is perfectly valid. Okay, because subtract method is a static method, and static method can be accessed with the class name. Enduku ante when the JVM encounters this class name, here JVM encountered this class name, right? Previously I have many lines, avani delete chesta space saripodani, avi unnai inka unnai anukondi. Okay, now we have encountered a line, JVM encountered a line where it says abc.subtract. That means ABC is the class name. Now the static members of ABC will be loaded. Okay, a memory area will be created for ABC. Let me show you with diagram. Okay, now this is ABC. A memory area for ABC is created. Capital A, right? Class name. You can use small name also, but it is recommended to use first letter as capital for class names. Okay, and what are the static members in the class A? Just one member, that is subtract method. So the subtract method will be loaded. ABC ekkadunadi? Ide red color. So main method laga ikkada subtract method load ayindi. ABC. See, subtract sub. Okay, So memory area, inside ABC memory area, this subtract method is loaded. Oh God, what's happening? Fine. Okay. So now, actually, where is our control? Control is here. Control is here, right? In the main body of vdemo. Control will never, will be here in main only. It will be executing all the line one by one. If it is required, then it will move to other sections also, but it will start from here and end with here only at the beginning of main and ending of main, right? So present control is here. Now it has encountered the line abc.ab sub. Then what happened? JVM created area for ABC. It has loaded the static members initially, because whenever the class name appears, only the static members are loaded. Okay, na? So put it subtract load the. Now it is perfectly valid. The line abc.sub. If I just call sub, sub అనేది ఇక్కడ వెతుకుతుంది, ఇక్కడ లేదు. బట్ abc.sb అంటే అప్పుడు now control will go to మెయిన్ మెథడ్ టు abc.sub. ఆ ఏరియాలోకి వెళ్తుంది ఇక్కడికి, రైట్? అందుకని ఇక్కడ ఐ గేవ్ abc.sub. ఓకే, రైట్. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ వ్యాలిడ్. సో అవుట్పుట్ ఎంత వస్తుంది? 100 + 200 ఉంది ఇక్కడ. సో ఎస్యూబిలోకి వెళ్ళాక సి డిఫైన్ అవుద్ది. లిసన్, ప్రతిదీ ఇంచుగా చెప్తున్నా, ఇనిషియల్ క్లాసెస్ కాబట్టి. తర్వాత ఫాస్ట్గా వెళ్తాను, మీకు కాన్సెప్ట్ క్యాచ్ అయిపోయి తర్వాత అర్థం కాదు. సో ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఏ 100, సారీ సి అని డిఫైన్ అవుతుంది. సియా అక్కడ సి ఉంది. సి 100 + 200 అవుతుంది. అది మనం డిస్ప్లే చేస్తున్నాం. సో అవుట్పుట్ ఎంత వస్తుంది? 200 వస్తుంది. When subtract method is called, the control will go into subtract method and it will perform the operations inside the method. Okay, that is, one is declaration plus assignment, other is printing. So it will print 300, right? Clear ekkada daaka? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now the next question is, what if I want to access add method of ABC? Fast చెప్పండి. What if I want to access add method?
Object creates, sir.
Exactly.
Object creates.
Now add method requirement వచ్చింది. Add method belongs to ABC, but add method is an instance method of ABC. Therefore, to access any class instance methods, instance members, you need to create objects. So create objects. abc.a equals to new ABC. Class object creation syntax, right? So I have create object with the name A. So what is going to happen? So an object is created here with the name A, simply A. Okay. And what are the static instance members of class ABC here? A is an object of class ABC, and when it is created, the instance members of this class will be loaded, and they are A. Okay, this same name అయిపోతుందా? బెటర్ డబల్ ఏ ఇస్తున్నా, కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవ్వకుండా. ఓకేనా? సో ఇది ఏ కాదండి, ఏఏ. ఫైన్. So when the object double A of class ABC is created, a memory is been allocated to the class, the object double A inside ABC. And what is going to happen when the new keyword occurs? It will load the instance members of that class into that object. And what are the instance members? A, B variables and the function add. Okay, clear? So fast గా రాసేస్తా. A, తర్వాత B and the function add. ఓకే, డయాగ్రామ్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా లేదు, క్యాచ్ చేయండి. ఈ మూడు ఇందులో పార్ట్స్. అండ్ ఏకి ఎంత అసైన్ చేస్తున్నా? 10, 20. సో నౌ యూ కెన్ కాల్ యాడ్ మెథడ్, రైటా? ఇది ఇప్పుడు ఇది ఏంటి?
AA.add.
యా, అగైన్ it is mistake. It is not valid. Why? Because you are in main function, right? The control is in main function. So here you need, if you call add directly, it will search here only. It will search in this area only, and add function is not available here. Therefore, it will give you error. But where is add function? Inside the area of ABC class here. Therefore, on ABC, inside ABC, there is a object double A. So double A dot a add should be called. అర్థమైంది ఇక్కడ కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవ్వకండి. వీఆర్ ఇన్సైడ్ మెయిన్ రైట్, ఇన్సైడ్ vdemo మెయిన్ ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాం. సో ఇక్కడ ఏబీసీ కాల్ చేస్తే it will not find ABC anywhere here because ABC is not available. Sorry, add method. Add is not available here. And where it is available? It is available inside the ABC area double A object. సో అందుకని double A dot add అని కాల్ చేయాలి. ఇప్పుడు మీకు ఇక్కడ ఒక డౌట్ వస్తుంది. I called double A dot add. Actually, ABC dot ABC dot double A dot add అంటే క్లియర్గా ఉంది ఇది డయాగ్రామ్ ప్రకారం. ఎందుకంటే ఇక్కడ ఉంది కదా మంది, మన కంట్రోల్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది, ఇక్కడ ఉంది. యాడ్ అని కాల్ చేస్తే నోవేర్ ఈజ్ అవైలబుల్, యాడ్ హియర్. ఓకే, మిస్టేక్. నెక్స్ట్ ఏబీసీ డాట్ యాడ్ చేస్తే ఏబీసీ డాట్ యాడ్ కూడా ఏబీసీలో లేదు, ఏబీసీ డాట్ సబ్ ఉంది. ఏబీసీ ఎక్కడ ఉంది? ఇన్సైడ్ డబల్ ఏ కనిపిస్తుంది గ్రీన్ కలర్, ఇన్సైడ్ డబల్ ఏ. సో either I should call ABC dot double A dot add kada. I should call ABC because my control is here in this line. Idi color baaladu gani here it is in this line. So I should call ABC dot double A dot add. But I am calling here just double A dot add. Enduku ela possible sir? Double A అన్నది ఎలా డైరెక్ట్ కాల్ చేస్తాం? double A belongs to somewhere inside ABC, right? Then how it is possible to access double A directly? Can anyone answer? నాకు క్వశ్చన్ అర్థమైందా ఫస్ట్? యాక్చువల్లీ
అది
లేదు సార్.
అది స్టాటిక్ కాల్ సార్, ముందే లోడ్ అయిపోతుంది.
బాబు కాదు బాబు, నేను క్వశ్చన్ రిపీట్ చేస్తా వినండి. యాక్చువల్లీ డయాగ్రామ్ ప్రకారం subtract method is a static method belongs to ABC. When we called ABC, I mean when we tried to access sub, we gave class name, right? Then JVM created ABC memory and inside that it has loaded the static method subtract. So my control was here, our control was here. We called ABC dot sub. So the control went to search for ABC and it found ABC in that area, and on ABC it is searching, it searched for sub. Okay, so from here it went to ABC and on ABC dot sub. So perfect, అది దొరికిసింది ఈ లైన్, పర్ఫెక్ట్. ABC dot sub. But ఇక్కడ as per the fundamentals, to access the instance method of other class you need to create object, right? So we have created object ABC double A equals to new ABC. So object double A has been created inside ABC area and AB add method, the instance members are loaded. Fine. Now if I want to access this add method, you can see in the green color, right? If I want to access the add method, I should give ABC dot AA dot add, right? Because our control is here. We should specify ABC dot AA dot add. కనిపిస్తున్నా? లిజన్, బోర్డు కాదు ఇది, మౌస్ కదా, కష్టం. ABC dot AA dot add అవ్వాలి, కానీ you are just calling it on AA. How it is possible అని అడుగుతున్నా. Yes, it is possible, but how?
ఆల్రెడీ మెమరీ అలొకేట్ అయిపోయింది సార్.
ఆన్సర్స్ అంత
సార్,
ఎవరు?
ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేశాక క్లాస్ లోకి లోడ్ అయిపోతాయి కదా, అప్పుడు ఓన్లీ క్లాస్ లోకి లోడ్ అయిపోతాయి కదా, అప్పుడు ఆబ్జెక్ట్ పేరు వేస్తారు మనం ఏ అని.
అంటే నా క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటంటే సబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ని కాల్ చేసినప్పుడు ఏబీసీ డాట్ సబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ అన్నాం, ఎందుకంటే సబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ బిలాంగ్ టు అదర్ క్లాస్ ఏరియా. సో ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాం మనం మెయిన్ మెమరీ, మెయిన్ మెథడ్లో ఉన్నాయి ఇక్కడ. సో ఏబీసీ డాట్ సబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ అన్నా. నౌ ఇక్కడ సపోజ్ నేను డిస్ప్లే మెథడ్ కాల్ చేసిన అనుకో, దానికి ఎలా ఇచ్చాను? వి డాట్ డిస్ప్లే అన్న. ఎస్, వి బిలాంగ్స్ టు దిస్ క్లాస్ ఓన్లీ. సో ఇట్ వెంట్ టు సర్చ్ ఫర్ వి అండ్ ఇన్సైడ్ వి ఇట్ ఫౌండ్ డిస్ప్లే. ఫైన్. నౌ ఫర్ టు call add, I'm simply giving double A dot add. Double A ఇక్కడ లేదు, double A ఎక్కడ ఉంది? ABCలో ఉంది. Okay, right? Double A is inside ABC. So how it is able to find a double A if it is not is present in vdemo but inside add? Okay, మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నా, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏబుల్ టు find subtract when we are calling it on ABC. Yes, subtract belong to ABC, so we need to mention ABC class. Same way, display, when I tried to access display, I needed to call it on V, right? I needed to call it on V because display is not outside here, it is inside V. Therefore we had to call it on V only, V dot display. Fine. Now same way I'm trying to call this add method, which is belong to double A object of ABC class. Then ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా చెప్పాలంటే we should give ABC dot. In this area we should mention ABC dot double A dot add. But if we give just double A dot, it is able to find. How it can know that double A is here? ABC అని నేమ్ మెన్షన్ చేయకుండా డబుల్ అని ఎలా చెప్తాం? ఎందుకంటే అర్థమైంది నాకు,
ఆబ్జెక్ట్
క్వశ్చన్ అర్థమైంది.
ఏబిసికే కదా క్రియేట్ చేసాం.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ. ఎవరు చెప్పారండి?
నవ్య సార్.
ఎందుకంటే హియర్ డబల్ ఏ ఇస్ ఎ లోకల్ వేరియబుల్ టు మెయిన్ మెథడ్. ఇది ఆ వర్డ్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా రావాలి. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏబుల్ టు ఫైండ్ డబల్ ఏ. ఎందుకు? లిజన్, ఇఫ్ ఐ గివ్ int a here, it is able to find a, right? Because a belongs to the same method, local variable. Same way, double a ekkadunna kanukuntadi adi. It will locate double a anywhere in the memory, not only here, anywhere in the memory it will able to locate double a. You need not to mention the class name because you already declared it as local to main, and main will understand double a belongs to ABC. అర్థమైందా? double A, you need not to specify ABC dot double A because already you have mentioned main knows main double A now belongs to local variable of a main method, and it knows double A is a object of class ABC. Then it will directly locate double A. It will go into ABC because ఆ పై లైన్లోనే మనం మెన్షన్ చేస్తాం కాబట్టి. అంటే నేను క్వశ్చన్ సరిగ్గా ప్రజెంట్ చేయలేదేమో, మీకు అర్థం కాల, బట్ ఇప్పుడు క్లారిటీ వచ్చింది కదా. సో డైరెక్ట్ ఇక్కడ డబల్ ఏ అని కాల్ చేసొచ్చు, డబల్ ఏ డాట్ ఏబిసి. సో డైరెక్ట్గా అది ఏబిసిలోకి వెళ్ళి డబల్ ఏ లొకేట్ చేసి అందులో యాడ్ మెథడ్ కాల్ చేస్తుంది. క్లియరా అందరికీ? కన్ఫ్యూజ్ చేస్తాను నేనే కావాలనే. ఎనీవే ఫైన్. సో నౌ వాట్ విల్ బి ద అవుట్పుట్? జస్ట్ ఈ 3 లైన్స్ చెప్పండి. ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ విల్ బిగిన్ హియర్, will end here, and what will be the output here? Come on, ABC subtract
130.
okay, subtract function చూపించట్లేదా? subtract ఎక్కడ ఉంది? 300 ప్రింట్ అవుద్ది. సో subtract కాల్ అయింది, 300 లో subtract లోకి వెళ్ళింది, 300 ప్రింట్ అయింది. తర్వాత బ్యాక్ వచ్చింది, యాడ్ కాల్ అయింది, యాడ్ లోకి వెళ్ళింది 30. సో 330 ఆన్సర్. Save, compile, run. So 330. Clear our concept variables, local variables, instance variables, and static variables, and how to access if they belong to other classes. If they are static variables, you can access with the class name or object name. If they are instance variable, you need to access only with the object name, right? So shall we close?